Hey, good morning, everybody. Today is the 8th of January. We have a four-game slate to break down here for Fanduel for you guys today. If you guys are excited about today's slate, leave a like. We definitely do appreciate it. Like I said, your like does go a long ways, and also hit that subscribe button for more Fanduel, DraftKings, and PrizePick lineup advice videos. Still, about 50% of you guys are not subscribed, so if you guys could help us out, help yourself out. Like I said, FanDuel, DraftKings, or PrizePicks. Hit that notification bell as well, and we'll get you guys all going, and hopefully, these videos help you guys out a little bit. So anyway, last night was pretty good for premium. I know I haven't done videos in a couple days, but we still have been doing premium every single day. Just took a couple days off from doing videos, but yeah, this was last night. 318 and a 316 was our premium scores for our subscribers. This is obviously a screenshot from one of our subs. So it was really good for our GPP and our cash games. Went 2 for 2 last night. Like I said, all it is $6 for a day pass for main slate. That's all it is. Two lineups for $6 or a $30 monthly pass. Like I said, guys, I don't know what else to say. These are literally just screenshots from subs. They're winning a ton of money, making a lot of use of their membership. Here's another one. Put in 112 bucks. One 225. All you got to do is put them in the 5 cent, put them in some 25-cent ones, and the cash line in there's a lot easier, and that's what a lot of subs are doing. That's why the entries are high sometimes. So, but yeah, would love for you guys to come join us. And then the night before, which was the 6th, we didn't do a video, but we won again. 353 on the 6th, scored 151 on $18. So if you guys want to get in on premium, like I said, you're absolutely missing out. Our after hours did really good as well last night, and would love for you guys to come join us. $6 for a main slate day pass, $30 for a main slate monthly pass. If you guys want to get in Express and After Hours, we do have that as a bundle. You get both of those for $25 per month. So After Hours and Express, so 4 lineups per day, two per slate, and you get those $25 per month. That is a separate bundle from the $30 monthly pass. The $30 is only for the main slate. The 25 is for Express and After Hours combo. If you have any more questions, let us know on our Twitter. That'll be in the comment section below. But anyway, let's go get into it. Enough me blabbing on here. Let's go look at our first game of the night. We have Indiana Pacers taking on the Charlotte Hornets, a 232 to 4.5 here in this one. So it looks like the odds just changed in this one. 4.5 by Charlotte. So Brendan Miller is questionable, but I do expect him to play in this one. Um, like I said, he has a knee injury, but I think he'll play. For the most part, it's just kind of pick and choose. I think this should be a good one. Miller's in a good spot. Con Knuckles in a good spot. Miles Bridges is pretty underpriced. Diabate is not too bad at 6,100. So it's a really good total. Let's see, Indiana does struggle against point guards. LaMelo hasn't really been doing anything crazy on the offense, but like I said, Indiana is not that great. 25.4 points given up per game, 8 assists, and also 2 steals. So should be a good spot for him. And like I said, not too bad of a spot for Con Upple, Miles Bridges. Um, there is other players that I would rather have, but I think if you're really picking from this one, Diabate's worth a look. And then you definitely got to look at LaMelo as well. Then if I had to pick, I mean, Knuckles only 69, so that's probably where I would go in that situation, in that one. And then moving over to the Indiana side, they do have quite a bit of injuries, but once again, Charlotte's defense is really bad. Andrew Nimbard at only 7,100, I think you got to put him in most of your lineups. Looking really good. Benedict Matherin's been out the last couple, and he's also been stepping up as well. So Nimbard a really good spot. McConnell's kind of priced where he should be. I'm not too interested in it. I'm not too interested in Ben Shepherd. Maybe in a deep GPP one-off, but it depends on the starting lineup. If they start Johnny Furphy again, I don't mind taking a shot with him. Not a high usage rate for the kid, but at $4,000, if he's going to play 30 minutes, I can consider him. Only if he starts. Aaron Nesmith, not too bad at the small forward position. Usage rate has gone up a little bit since Benedict Matherin's been hurt, as you can see those last 2 games. So I think Aaron Nesmith's got to be worth a look. And then the other thing I do want to mention here is we'll have to see what's going on with the starting rotation for the center position. As we did see, they did start Jay Huff over Micah Potter last time out. And I think that was just because I was even looking at it on paper. I'm like, man, this is not looking good for Potter against Allen and Mobley down there. So I do understand the move to the bigger J Huff. Charlotte is a little bit smaller, a little bit faster. So we'll have to see what they do. Diabate's not like the biggest dude in the world, and he's pretty fast. So I think that's more of Micah Potter's game. So I expect Micah Potter to start in this game, and if he does, he's all over the place for me. Easy 25 fantasy points for this guy. So if he is coming off the bench, probably not going to pick him in there. So it's just one of those things. Like if Potter starts, put him in there. J Huff starts, put him in there. I mean, Huff popped off as well. 7 for 10 shooting, looked pretty well. But like I said, I think they're going to go back to Michael Potter at the center position. So keep an eye on the lineup. Either one of those guys are good. Depends on who starts. Siakam, not too bad of a cash game play either at 84. Moving on to Miami and Chicago in this one, 237, 7.5 spread by the Miami Heat. Looks like Tyler Hero is going to be back in this one. He was back against Minnesota, had 28 minutes. I think he came off the bench. We'll have to see if they come off the bench here again. The biggest thing is always to keep an eye on Ware. If Ware starts, he's always a half decent play. If Ware doesn't start and Hero starts, got to keep an eye on that one. Chicago struggles really bad against the 3-point ball and also point guards in general. So another guy to look at is Davion Mitchell. Shot wasn't good against Minnesota, but I could see a slight rebound here. I could see him getting about 20, 24 and a half to about 27 in this one. So don't mind Davion Mitchell as a cheaper option. Norman Powell, as long as Tyler Hero's healthy, I don't think I'm going to pick him in this one. Wiggins is all right at 6,300, but he's kind of been underperforming as well on the usage rate. Same thing with Bam and Ware. They've all kind of been underperforming, but it's a good spot against Chicago. So I really don't mind looking at Bam. He's just kind of been all over the place. Minutes been a little low, but a guy that can put it up, but his usage rate's terrible right now. Then you got Ware taking on Chicago. Another option I don't mind. Depends if he's starting. If he doesn't start, changes things up a little bit. Then we got Nikola Jovic, as long as Jaquez is out. Another guy that you need to look at 4,900. But if Jaquez plays, it changes Jovic just a little bit. And then, yeah, Chicago side. Let's go check it out for you guys real quick. So yeah, Miami, as we know, one of the faster teams out there. Kobe White should play in this one, has a calf injury, but we'll see. Injury maintenance is basically what happened. This is a back end of a back-to-back for him, so I expect Kobe White to be back out there. His shot seems like it's all over the place. He's been injured so much, so I don't know how much you can rely on him. I think he's more of a GPP play. Trey Jones, on the other hand, love this opportunity for him. Should probably get you around 27 to 30. Very good spot. Herder to Somnu. I'd pick the Somnu, but they're both pretty expensive. But I would probably pick the Somnu in that situation. If Isaac Coro starts, he's always worth a look. Is he good? No, we said this last time. But he's another guy that can go get you 18, 19 points. It's a very high total against a fast-paced Miami team, so I can see him putting up maybe a couple points, but he's also, could suck on you. So keep an eye on Okoro with a really low usage rate. We got Bazulias here. Well, to see what's going on with Jalen Smith, I still think Bazulias is in a good spot, especially without Giddy. So 6'5", sorry about that, guys. But yeah, 6,500 is a really good spot for him once again. And Vukovic is in an all right spot. But if Smith comes back, I think that changes things up a little bit for Vukovic. All right, moving on to Cleveland and Minnesota. This is one of the higher games, higher totals. We have a 239.5 and a 2.5 here by Minnesota. This is a high total. I'm kind of just wondering, I mean, I can see how this game can pop off for sure. Mitchell and Garland got to be your two guys to be looking at. If this is 239.5, these guys are going to be popping off, especially Mitchell. He's going to be rested. Probably one of my favorite options of the slate. He's probably going to get you 55-60 in this one. Edwards in a good spot too, but I think the Spider's going to pop off here. He's had some rest, and that's a good spot for him as well. Even though I know Minnesota does play a pretty good defense. For the most part, not really interested in anyone else. I think if anyone, Mobley could have an all right game, but if I'm expecting Mitchell to pop off, probably not going to have too much Mobley exposure. But Allen's all right at 6,400, though. He is sometimes limited on his minutes, but looks like recently he's been playing normal minutes. So at 6,400, I think that's all fire on all cylinders for him. Moving over to the Minnesota side of things, I think you can look at Rudy Gobert. Overall, Cleveland is pretty good inside, but they do struggle against field goal percentage at 53% and rebounds are at like 14 or 15 per game. So that's right where Rudy, that's right in his ballpark. So Rudy's an all right at 67. Randall's a little overpriced. Edwards, like I said, you can put him in there, but I'd rather go Davion. And Dante's in a really solid spot at 5,900 as well. Dallas and Utah, we're going to move on to our last game here of the night. We have a 240.5 and a 6.5 by the Dallas Mavericks here in this one. All right, so Anthony Davis should be playing. It should be an absolute smash spot for him. I am slightly scared of a blowout. That 6.5, I will take that all day. I think they blow them out by 10 to 15 points in this one. You got to remember, Utah was literally in an overtime game last night against against Oklahoma City, the defending champions. So, we'll just have to see how it goes. I do expect a blowout. I think Anthony Davis could absolutely rock these dudes. Gafford's in a half decent spot as well. If he comes off the bench or starts, either one. Washington's doubtful. Marshall, solid cash game play. Christie's an all right option. Cooper Flag could be all right. His usage rate does drop when Davis gets in there around 18.5, so keep an eye on that one. And also, main one to keep an eye on is Brandon Williams. We'll have to see if he doesn't play. Christie comes into play a little bit more for me, but if Williams does play, he's a pretty good backup here in this one. And move over to the Utah side of things. I do expect 100% Nurk to sit in this one on the back-to-back. Like I said, he played 32 minutes. He popped off, had 49. He's absolutely killing it. I do expect Kyle Filipowski to start, so he's a half-decent option. As we know, he's been all over the place, but 5,500, we know when he starts, this guy can pop off. We saw it here against Memphis. So if he starts and Nurk is out, good spot for Filipowski. I'm just thinking that's what's going to happen. Marketing, not in a bad spot here. I know it's back-to-back, but I don't mind playing him, especially with Nurk being out. A couple more rebounds for him. Let's see what's going on with Kevin Love is out Wednesday. So if he starts, yeah, this is a planned thing. If he starts, he's in a good spot. Everyone's going to be on Kevin Love if Nurk is out, which I expect. And then Sensabaugh's an all right spot. And don't think I need to go to Keontae tonight. So that's kind of what we got going on. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, we are still doing premium every single day, even though we are not doing lineup. Even though we're not doing videos. So, like I said, another really good night for our subscribers. Come join a $6 day pass for the main slate and a $30 monthly pass for the main slate. Our after hours express combo is $25. You get 4 lineups for that one, which is 2 for express and 2 for after hours. Like I said, that is a separate bundle from our premium main slate. So, like I said, 1,442, 1,446. These are subscribers, everybody. Congratulations to you guys last night. You guys are, I'm glad you guys are making some money. If you guys want to come join, you're missing out. Twitter will be in the comment section below. Click that link. We'll get you guys all set up. Once you click that link, we'll take you to our Twitter. Give us a follow. We'll get you guys, like I said, all set up, and then we have our our email that will be in the comment section as well for you guys. Sorry, it's only 7:40. I'm still waking up. But yeah, email and Twitter will be down there. Would love for you guys to come join us. Once again, thanks for watching. I appreciate it, guys. Hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. We'll see you guys in the next one.